everyone, this is Sarah H. the Creative. Today I'm going to read to a couple of my friends in the neighborhood. We're going to read The Bernstein Bears, Trouble with Friends. When making friends, the club who is wise, the club who learns, the club who compares. Trouble with friends. Sister and brother who lived with their mama and papa in the big treehouse down the sunny dirt road deep in bear country were not only sister and brother, they were playmates. They got along pretty well. Well, most of the time. But brother was quite older than sister, almost 2 years, and sometimes he wasn't much interested in the games, especially when sister got a little bossy, which sometimes she did. Now, she said one day, when she came out of the treehouse with a big armful of dolls and stuffed animals, we're going to play tea party. You sit there and be the papa. I'll sit here and be the mama. Gee, sis, said brother, I'm too old to play tea party. Why, if Cousin Freddie or any of the guys saw me, I'd never hear the end of it. Why don't you find somebody your own age to play with? Besides, I have a date to go on skateboarding with Freddie. And off he zoomed, leaving sister by her lonesome self. All right for you, she shouted. Doesn't sound very nice. Doesn't sound like a very nice brother.
I watched this, by the way.
Nice. Oh dear, said Mama, who was watching from the treehouse. There goes brother off to play with Freddie again. I do wish sister had someone her own age to play with. What about her school friends? Asked Papa, joining her at the window. They all live too far away, sighed Mama, as she watched lonesome sister pick up her trusty jump rope, start jumping with a friendly frog. Soon a butterfly joined in. She has her forest friends and frogs and butterflies to play with, said Papa. Frogs and butterflies are not the same, said Mama, but they are not the same as having a friend as your own to play with. Mama's worried about her daughter. That's when Mama saw a moving truck out of the corner of her eye. Look, she said, the new family's moving into the empty treehouse down the road. It certainly would be nice if they had a sister, a cub sister's age. Sister saw the truck too, and she started following. Somebody's moving into the empty treehouse, she said. I wonder if they have any cubs. And off she skipped down the road to investigate. Wind. She's excited. The truck stopped at the empty house, and the moving bears began to unload it. The car pulled behind the truck, and the few family got out. There was Mama and Papa and the little girl cub, about sister's age. Just what she needed, a little girl cub to jump rope, play tea party with, house, and school, and have all kids of cubs fun with. You have to wait. She could hardly wait to say hello. She skipped over to introduce herself. Hi, I'm Sister Bear. I'm 6 years old. I live just down the road. Hi, said the new cub. I'm Lindsay Burns. This is my Mama and Papa, Mrs. and Mr. Burns. I'm 6 years old too. May I try your jump rope? I can do a red hot pepper. And could she ever? Lindsay Burns was the fastest jump roper sister had ever seen. I can jump to 1,000, said sister. I can jump to 1,001, said Lindsay, returning the rope. 1,002, snapped sister. 1,003, snapped Lindsay. Well, we'll just see about that. Let's have a jump off here and now. And said Sister, let's not say we did, Lindsay. Say, isn't there a playground over there? Last one there is a rotten egg. And off she ran. Sounds like they're already fighting, huh? Well, said Mama, who had been watching from the window, the new cub certainly is lively, little thing. She may be just what Sister needs. Sister and Lizzie had a lot of fun that afternoon, climbed up to the top of the jungle gym and the road in the seesaw. They pushed each other on the swings, played tag, laughed and giggled, rolled down the grassy bank, picked flowers for their mama. Why, thank you, Sister. How lovely, said Mama, putting the wild flowers in the water. That is your friend there. Well, what's your new friend like? Her name is Lindsay. She is 6 years old. Ooh, the wind is getting me. She's an only cub, said Sister. She's a little bossy. Oh, said Mama. Well, it certainly seemed to look like you were having fun. Oh, yes, said Sister. I had a lot of fun. A little bossy and a little braggy. The next morning, bright and early, the phone rang. It was Sister's new friend, Lizzie. Want to come over and play school? Asked Lindsay. Okay, said Sister. Bring some of your dolls and stuffed animals, added Lizzie, because mine are not unpacked yet. So Sister gathered up some of her favorite dolls and stuffed animals and headed over to the treehouse down the road. Come in here, called Lizzie from the garage. My mama and papa are still unpacking. We're going to play in here. Who did you bring? My best doll, stuffed animals, said Sister. And this is my special teddy I have slept with ever since I was a baby. Wow. Lizzie had set up the garage like a schoolroom. There were boxes and supplies to sit on. There was another box for a teacher's desk. There was even a blackboard for a chalk lessons. This is going to be fun, thought Sister Bear, as she began sitting her toys everywhere. And then she heard tapping sound. It was Lindsay tapping the desk. She had a pretend pointer in her hand and a piece of chalk in the other. Please be seated, Sister. It's time for your lessons today. I'm going to teach the alphabet. The first letter of the alphabet is... Now wait just a minute, protested Sister. Who said you were going to be the teacher? When I play, I'm the teacher. And not only that, I already know my ABCs. Sister Bear, if you don't sit down this minute, I'm going to keep you after school, said Lindsay. Is that so? Shouted Sister. Well, if you don't give me that pointer, I'm going to keep you after school. That's when Sister grabbed the pointer, soon rolling around on the floor, wrestling with the pointer, which broke in two. Now look what you did, shouted. You broke my best pointer.
It's getting cold.
I'm not going to play with you anymore, shouted Sister, gathering up her toys. I'm going to take the dolls and go home. Sister was mad, and I'm glad, she shouted. Lindsay, as her sister marched out of the garage. Lizzie's in a tizzy, Sister shouted back. Back so soon, said Mama, when Sister returned looking like a storm cold. I'm never going to play with Lizzie Burns again, shouted Sister. She's much too braggy and bossy. I don't need her to play school or anything else. I'm much better playing by myself. When you play by yourself, you can do what you want, act like you want, be who you want. And don't have to worry about Lizzie Burns. That's true, said Mama in a quiet voice. Of course, some things you cannot do by yourself. what? Asked Sister. Well, you'd have a pretty hard time pushing yourself on the swing, said Mama. And you'd like to ride the seesaw by yourself? Most games like hopscotch and jacks take two. And certainly be nice to have someone to laugh and giggle. Maybe so, said Sister, but Lizzie is too much bossy. Why does she have to be the teacher when we play school? It seems to me, said Mama, taking Sister on her lap, that Lindsay isn't the only one that's braggy and bossy sometimes. And of course, there is one thing you can do much better yourself. What's that? Said Mama. What's that, Mama? Said Sister. Be lonesome, said Mama, quietly, and when somebody knocked on the door. It was Lindsay. She was carrying Sister's teddy. When Sister took all her dolls and went home, she forgot her teddy, she said. Well, I knew it was her special favorite toy she slept with since she was a baby. I thought she might miss it. Why, thank you, Lindsay, said Mama. That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you very much, Sister, said Sister, hugging the teddy. And you can be the teacher if you want, said Lindsay. Or, Sister, we can take turns being the teacher, said Lindsay. Sounds great, said Sister, gathering up her dolls and stuffed animals again. Last one back to your garage is a rotten egg.